dokie. So I have the dark blue colorway of this. It's the halter neck cut. I already checked the pocket. There's nothing in my pocket. I checked to see if there's anything that detaches. There isn't. I'm gonna flip it inside out real quick and take a look at its wash tag. It does indeed say to dry clean it. I think that's a lie. So we're gonna go ahead and do what I usually do. Okay, so very first thing I'm gonna do, this is the inside of the pocket. I'm gonna find some red on the inside of the pocket. I'm gonna do a swab test. I'm gonna rub real hard with this Q-tip right on here. It's kind of hard to hold my phone and rub hard, sorry. Wet Q-tip, rubbing real hard on the red, and as you can see, there's nothing on the Q-tip. Okay, cool. Try just the dark blue. Again, nothing. I'm not expecting there to be anything. AP from this era does not usually fail the swab test, so you know, it's fine. Okay, next step is going to be to wash it. Okie dokie. So I'm going to take some OxiClean. I'm going to use about this much. OxiClean in the bucket. Hot water in the bucket. Not a lot of hot water in the bucket. Only this much hot water in the bucket. Big bucket. Little bit of hot water. The hot water is to activate the OxiClean, and then we're going to swish it. This helps activate the OxiClean. We are not putting the dress in this. This is hot water. We are not putting the dress in hot water. We are just stirring up the OxiClean until it's mostly dissolved. Okay, cold water. We are going to fill this up with cold water. While that's going, while that's going, gentle detergent. Don't need as much as I need for a whole thing of laundry. I need a little bit more than that though. Okay. Some gentle detergent. If your garment's smelly, or you've been sweating a lot in it, or it smells like tobacco, or it smells like an animal, this is your best friend. I'm not going to do it because this is pretty clean. Okay. Let this go a little bit more. That's about good. Stir this up. If you don't have a really big bucket, you can just use your whole bathtub. I have a really big bathtub, and I don't want to fill this entire bathtub. Okay. So, next. Dress. Goodbye, dress. If you're nervous, put the color catchers in before you do this. I have done this so many times, and I know exactly what I'm going to do as soon as it starts bleeding, if it starts bleeding. And so I'm not putting color catchers in because I'm just going to pull it straight back out. It's not going to sit and die. If you're going to walk away from this, absolutely put color catchers in it. I'm not walking away from this. Okay, up. The water's detergent colored. Okay. Oh, it smells. Okay. So I don't think the person who sold this to me washed it because it smells like armpits. That's always fun when you put something in OxiClean and it immediately develops the armpit smell. And that tells me this was not clean. Cool. And I didn't wash it when I first got it because I was like, oh, this doesn't fit me. I'm tired. It should be clean. It's never clean. I never trust people. When you buy things secondhand, never trust that they're clean. Look how cloudy this water's getting. It was not clean. Ew. Okay. We're gonna throw some more water and some laundry sanitizer in here, but it's not dyeing the water. See, it's not turning black. It's turning dirty colored. Okay. So, try to open the laundry sanitizer with my knees. healthy amount of laundry sanitizer. I should have done that first. Don't pour soap in after you already have the garment in there. Do what I say, don't do what I do. Okay. Stir it up. So, okay. This might be losing the tiniest bit of black dye from the black section, but I don't think it's really bleeding. The red's definitely not budging. Like, look. This had a pink outline. See, there, that's not budging. This was printed over like that. It's not budging. Here. See this? This is not budging. The red is color safe in this. It's color fast. I am gonna let this marinate, which means I'm gonna throw some color catchers in just to be safe, just in case I'm wrong, because I've never done this one before. Color catchers in the water. I don't think there's dye coming out of this. I could put more, but I really don't think it needs it. But I am gonna let it marinate because it stinks. I hate it when I put things in there and then they stink like they've never been washed. That makes me so sad. I should have realized. I had another dress. I bought a bunch of dresses from a seller in Japan, and one of the other things definitely had never been washed. I should have guessed. I should have washed the whole batch, but I didn't at the time. I just put them in the back of my closet with the things that don't fit. Okay. Anyways, I'm gonna let this marinate. Ta-ta. Okie dokie. So this is sat for about half an hour. And as you can see, okay, so this water is a little bit dyed. It's not very dyed. And the color that it's turned, this sickly color, that's not blue. That is not this dark blue leaching out, and it's not this red leaching out. It is, I'm willing to bet, this black solid losing the tiniest bit of its black dye. I don't think the black colorway of this is gonna bleed. I think it's just the solid black fabric that they used, and that's really common for their like solid black fabric. I don't know where my color catcher went. The other thing is some of this is just grime. If you see, my color catcher isn't actually picking up that much dye. If I ball this up so you can see what color it is, it's just barely yellow. I think some of this is just dirt, so I'm gonna rinse this out. So, rinsing. I'm going to lift this up, and you can be more careful than I'm being. I'm not being super careful. It's not a very delicate dress. If it was a very delicate dress, I'd be more careful. I'm gonna tip this over. My bathtub is clean. It just has fuzzies in it from doing other laundry. Okay. Fill this up. Clean water. Put the dress back in. And we're gonna do a soak in some clean water. Yeah, so there's just fuzzies. I should put my hair up. Sorry if my hair is dipping in here. I have waist length hair. It's a little hard. Yeah, see? Ah! Coolant catcher is blocking the drain because I accidentally dumped it out. You know, stuff happens. Okay, I'm gonna get a good rinse in the bucket. And then I might rinse it under the tap sometimes a little too. I don't think I'm going to do that with this. I'm just going to rinse it real well in a big bucket. Okay. dress. Come here. Where are you? Okay. See, now that water is pretty clear. It's just thread that's in here. These are just bits of blue thread. Okay. Dump this out too. Turn my bin over. I'll let my dress. Try to find my poor dress. This is not one that does very well with being turned all inside out. It's very discombobulated very fast. Okay. I am gonna let my dress drip dry for a few seconds on top of here. Just to get some of the excess water off because it's holding a lot of water. Okay, so next step, I've got it all laid out on an old towel. And I'm going to just roll it in the towel, not with the washcloth. I'm just going to roll this up in the towel. Roll it all up in the towel. And I'm not going to put a ton of weight on this or push too hard because this has a built-in tulle skirt and I don't want to crease it, but I am going to just kind of pat, pat, pat. Flip it over, pat, pat, pat some of the water out. And then after I'm done going pat, 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 unroll this, and then you can let it sit on a towel like this and dry, or you can hang it to dry on like a drying rack. I don't have my drying rack set up. I'd have to go set it up. So I'm not going to film that part. If there's elastic in the straps, do not hang it to dry. Or if you do hang it to dry, oh, this button needs to be reattached. If there's elastic in the straps, don't hang it to dry. Or if you do hang it to dry, put it through the hanger so that it's folded in the middle at the waist. And the waist is going over the bar of the hanger and like half is going down on either side. Like the bodice is just flopped over the hanger and the skirt's flopped over the other side. Because you don't want to, if you have an elastic strap garment, you don't want to put a bunch of stress on the strap elastic with the extra weight from the water because water's heavy. Another thing, so I've now washed this the way that I wash my dresses, which is in a bucket in the tub. I now know that this dress is color safe. If I wanted to, I could take this dress, put it in a delicates bag, so like one of those mesh bags, put it in my washing machine on cold gentle with some OxyClean in the washing machine and some color catchers. These are color catchers. And it would be fine. I don't put my dresses with the tulle in the dryer. I don't put any of my Lolita dresses in the dryer, really. But some people put things in the dryer. I'm afraid of melting things. But yeah, this could go in the washing machine. I definitely would put it in a mesh bag, especially with the braid. If you have the one that doesn't have the fringe, it's much safer in the washing machine. And I like to use bags partially for the buttons, because I'm always afraid I'm going to lose buttons. Like this has a loose button, and if it was a mesh bag, I wouldn't lose that button if I put it in the washing machine. But if I put it in the washing machine without a mesh bag, this might get eaten by the washing machine. Anyways. Hi, Clover. You're not supposed to be on my clean laundry. This is absolutely not for you. Say hello. Say hello. We're going to have to potentially clean this again if you don't move your little feet. Okay. Anyways, that's how I wash my dresses, and this is my cat. Hi.